Brandon Monson. I'm the Communications Chair for Indiana Equality and Indiana Equality Action. I'm really excited to be here. Again, thank you, Indy Impact, for giving Indiana Equality the opportunity to speak. Well, I really don't have to tell you folks, but the cards are really not stacked in our favor. Currently, 38 states do not prohibit discrimination based on gender identity. 21 states don't prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation. 19 states don't have bias crimes laws in place that prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation, and 38 states don't have those same bias crimes laws in place that prohibit gender identity. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, and including Indiana with no bias crimes laws, Indiana with no civil rights protections for LGBT citizens, I don't know about you, that's a bit of a problem in my part of the world, and I hope it is for you as well. You know, today we're all here, we're all able to come out and rally in the open without having to look behind our backs, without having to worry about what's going to happen when we go to work tomorrow, when we go to school tomorrow, or even while we go home. But one thing I want to challenge you all with is remember those in our community, remember those individuals, those community members of ours, that they don't have that luxury. They don't have the luxury of being able to go to work and be able to transition. They don't have the luxury of being able to be out with their landlord or things like that. You know, those individuals can't afford to be their true selves, be who they are because of who they are. They're not able to risk, you know, everything just to be who they are. You know, our visibility, our presence, it's important because it shows that we're here. It shows that we're a community that will no longer tolerate inaction, that will no longer tolerate to be quiet. But right now, it seems as though we're stuck in a bit of a era of complacency, if you will. Now, what I mean by that, ladies and gentlemen, is Indiana has no bias crimes protection laws. Indiana has no civil rights protections for LGBT citizens. So we've got to do something about that. Indy Impact can't do it alone. Indiana Equality can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. This is the point in time, if we want to change the status quo, which I sure hope we do today, it's the time when we have to do that. One thing, you know, we all sit here and we talk about these abstract notions of equality and justice and things like that, but what is it, what specifically can we do? What is it that at the end of the day, when we're driving home, and you know that little voice at the end of the day that asks you, when it's all nice and quiet, did I turn off that toaster? What am I having for dinner tonight? Tonight, I want that voice inside your head to be saying something a little different. I want that voice inside of your head saying today, what is it exactly that I'm going to do to change the status quo today? What am I going to do this month? What am I going to do this year that's going to make an impact for not just myself, but all my community members? I want to encourage you guys to get involved in your local LGBT organizations. Get involved with Indiana Equality. Work one-on-one with your state representative, with our Key Advocate program, changing the status quo, making sure that civil rights protections are in place for LGBT citizens, making sure the bias crimes protections are in place for LGBT citizens, making sure that school bullying is not allowed to be continued. Things like that, tangible things that make not just your life better, but your community, your LGBT community members' lives better. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Indy Impact can't do this alone. Indiana Equality can't do this alone. HRC can't do this alone. You can't do it alone, and I can't do it alone. So this is the time when we've got to come together as a community. This is the time we've got to come together to be able to make change. Thanks again, Zach. We sure appreciate it.